Hey, what's up guys? So let's go ahead and do a deck profile for the new Kozmos going into the November ban list. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And first off, I do want to mention the last 4 cards, you don't have to play them if you don't want them. But all these other cards in here are not our actual side deck cards, but it's cards that you can main deck. If maybe you don't own some of these cards, you want to swap one of them out. Maybe you don't like Shared Ride, you can go ahead and swap it out. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into the deck profile. It's very similar to Jeff Jones' build. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump right into it. But first off, triple Kozmo Dark Destroyer. This card's too good, man. If you drop from this down to 2, you're crazy. Maybe you couldn't afford 3. I understand. The card is very expensive. But there's no reason why you don't want to play 3 of these. This card is just absolutely amazing in the deck. And sometimes you summon it, you win the game. Next up, I'm playing 2 copies of Forerunner. Again, if you want to change anything, feel free to go ahead and change anything. I think this card's great at 2. If you want to bump up the count, you can actually bump up the count of Sacred Sword. Then I'm playing 2 copies of Gores. This card helps out so much in the mirror match. Plus, if you happen to have a bad hand, it helps out. With that, it prevents you from getting OTK'd. But for the most part, the deck doesn't run too much back row. If you want to run a different version that has way more back row, feel free to do so, but I think that the Kozmo deck excels at just being able to OTK as quickly as possible. But next, yeah, we got 2 Gores, then we got double Slip Rider. I still think this card is very relevant. In the Magic Spectre matchup, it just completely wins the game itself. Even if they don't have Moon and Mirror Shield, it just helps pop the scales, and the deck has a lot of problems. And then we got 3 copies of Wicked Witch. This helps out so much because you're able to just survive. It helps out in mirror match. It helps out against anti-meta. It literally just, you summon against anti-meta and they lose. What do you? Yeah, Thunder King. Okay, attack. Okay, it's cool, man. Your Thunder King's dead. I'm not. And then I play 1 copy of Good Witch. It's just randomly still kind of good, just because it's a light target for Honest, but it lets you flip things face down, which can be very helpful, specifically against Noble Knights. I won one time against Noble Knights. It helped out, but I feel like the card, you can completely drop the card. Next up, 3 copies of Juraghetto. You pay life points, it heals you up, plus it summons another monster, lets you go into rank 4 plays, and it lets you run over certain things that you wouldn't normally be able to run over because you're able to boost their attack up. Next up, 2 copies of Honest, 3 Farm Girl, pretty self-explanatory. Then we got the new guy, the Straw Man. I feel like 1 or 2 is really good. 3 is kind of overkill in the deck because, if you've gone through this many Kozmos, how have you not won the game? Unless, of course, you're playing tag duels. But I feel like 1 to 2 is a great number for this. Mexi, I'm playing double Mexi. If you want to play Veilers, personally, I would play Veilers, but I want to give you guys a core that you guys can kind of build off of, and you guys can kind of change things as you guys want. Then I'm playing Lord of Darkness. Lord of Darkness, you have your new Wicked Witch, you have Dark Destroyer, you have Juraghetto. Preferably, you want to actually banish your Kozmo cards. The reason why is because, of course, Kozmo Town is basically, its pedigree is dude, go ahead and draw 2, man. Because you're going to add that card later on. Yeah, you'll have to pay some life points, but it's not really that relevant in this deck because if you win the game, who cares about life points? Then I'm playing Raigeki, 1 Sacred Sword. You could change this count if you want to. I think 1 is enough. Sometimes, I want to play more, but other times I'm like, dude, I don't want to draw 2 of these, and then I happen to have, a bunch of small monsters. I don't have my big monsters. It can become problematic. So I was like, oh, 1's good for me. Then I'm playing 3 copies of Italy. I think everyone's going to do that. 3 copies of Kozmo Town. This, makes the deck. At one point, I was trying terraforming out, and just to make it so I could get Kozmo Town as quickly as possible, because the deck revolves around this card. Unfortunately, if there's no card that lets you just search any Kozmo card immediately, yeah, I know Farm Girl lets you do that, but you gotta get that damage in, so a little bit more difficult. But this card, it's so dang good. It lets you cycle, it lets you add consistency, it lets you get free advantage. It's amazing. If it's destroyed, you gotta add 1 Kozmo card from your deck to your hand. Absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's why I said at one point I was trying out terraforming. It can be kind of bad if you happen to have terraforming Kozmo Towns, and then you have the big monsters, and then you activate its effect, then you draw into more big monsters. It happens, man. But that's pretty much it for the core. The rest of these cards, the last 7 cards, choose what you want to choose. I definitely recommend Shared Ride. I, for myself, would hands down, I'd play 1 Shared Ride. Especially if you're going to YCS. Necros are still going to be relevant for a little bit, because that deck's still going to be legal, of course. Well, I mean, the deck's still, technically legal after the ban list, but it's significantly going to see less play. But Shared Ride, oh my gosh, it's so amazing. It's oh, dude, you want to play Yu-Gi-Oh? Let me have, 5 more cards. And then, they don't know what to do because they're oh, man, all I can do is Valk, but he's going to have 50 cards. Okay, pass. And then you're okay, try to OTK, and then they Valk you. And then, maybe they don't have Valk. Oh, it's so great, man. Or, yeah, swap Sykes, wrong target. Pretty good stuff indeed. But yeah, the last 7 cards, like I said, do whatever you want. I recommend you guys to play at least one share ride, at least one. Like I guess we could last 6 cards. Go ahead and choose. Limit removal. It's a win harder card technically, but when you have this thing that has 6,000 attack, I don't know, it's pretty good. But like I said, I want to give you guys a core that you guys kind of build off of. Try it out. See if you like it. See if you don't like it. It's very good though. I mean, the deck's based around OTKing anyways. I like 2 copies of Share Ride, but at least one. Just at least play one of those. You probably won't regret that. And then Vanity's Emptiness and Warning. These are like really great cards. This is against Pendulum. It's very fantastic. It's gonna be better later on, but it's still good. The deck generally doesn't like to play that many traps, but like Vanity's Emptiness is so good. You flip a Vanity's game. Like, I mean, you have this card out, which basically prevents you from like losing the game. And then if you add that Vanity's on top of it, like I don't know what they do other than like Dark Hole Raigeki, but. Pretty good stuff. I also dropped Dark Hole. I didn't feel it was necessary. Like, this card already pops, like, problematic cards anyways. So, like I said, the last few cards, choose what you want. There's the new Dogfighter. A lot of people don't like him. I don't blame them for not liking the card. It's really mediocre. If it got a token as soon as it was summoned, I'd play this card. For sure. I would for sure at least play one. Next up, what's really good, if you're looking to compete in the game, Cyber Dragon in the main deck is so good because it lets you make this. Because Mirror Match, Mirror Match is like, you crash Dark Destroyers, then you crash Forerunners, then you crash Slip Riders, then you go ahead and go into this card, and you're like, okay, we can't crash anymore. Well, I mean, you could attack and make them pay 1,000, and then you could pay 1,000. But for the most part, this card is just so fantastic in the Mirror Match. Next up, Ghost Ogre. It lets you go into synchros. That's why there's synchros. I'd suggest one if you have one. It's a pretty pricey card, but if you're playing Dark Destroyers, I'm pretty sure you can afford one of these. I like this card a lot. It can be good against Pendulum-based decks, and as well as just like things in general. It's just a good card. Lets you go into Michael, Lexorn Arc as well. Well, Italy lets you get whatever you want. But for the most part, I like this card a lot. But if you're not playing the Ghost Ogre, even if you're not playing the side deck, I don't think that you really want to play any of the synchros, but it's there as options, and like this card's pretty good too. Next up, we got Trishula. You just change whatever you want to change for it. It's an excellent card. You don't have too many times when you will be able to throw it out without like going kind of minus, because like the options to make it are pretty slim, all of it. Like it's not like you're gonna be able to throw out Trish really easy without going like super minus. Like you got normal farm rules, what do you do? Double E-tellies, or realistically, it's not that relevant. Okay, Galaxy Cyclone, excellent card. Same thing with MST, excellent cards. Again, you swap the last like 5-6 cards if you want. But Galaxy Cyclone, I do want to mention that every single time, if you go into game 2 and 3, guarantee you'll see this card. All right, so be on the lookout for this, because they're going to activate this as soon as they can, because you know, there's no reason if you have MST anyways, right? But the thing is, Galaxy Cyclone can only target a set card, and then once it's in the graveyard, you can banish it. But if you can't banish it, then Iron Wall is completely going to destroy you anyways. So MST could be better for that. I've also seen a few people try Decree, which we'll get into. I've also seen a few people try this card over here. Because if you destroy your own Kozmo town, I guess it's not even minus. What I really love doing too, one of my favorite things to do with this card is to catastrophe someone. You get the search route with this, then you can drop the Gores and like, oh man, I did not expect that, especially against like some anti-meta deck, maybe Satellars. They're like, oh, I'm gonna set my 500 Call of the Haunted, my Fiendish Chains, and then you're just like, catastrophe. And they're like, oh my gosh, I did not expect that. Very good stuff, because obviously with Decree, they can, you know, destroy it, they can Castell later, they can use their stuff, but this is like, bam, look at instant win condition right here. I like this card a lot, but it's a little bit more cheeky. It's a little bit more risky, so to speak. Next up, Terraforming. Like I said, I tried Terraforming out. Like, it makes the deck more consistent with Kozmo Town, but like, if you draw it later, like you can get cloggy your hands with it. Try what you want. Maybe just one. You can try out one yourself. But yeah, it could obviously open up to like bad hands. Book of Moon, some people still like Book of Moon. I feel like Book of Moon, it's not really that relevant, especially because a lot of people will be playing Magic Specters. Can't target them. What's the point of like Book of Mooning like that little thing anyways, right? But there's another card that I wanted to mention also, because I can only fit 15 cards here. People were doing this at one point. The Monarch Storm 4 lets you tribute for Slip Rider, and especially against things that like you can't just like deal with very easy. You know, you just be like, oh, look at this. This card is destroyed by battle or by card effect. Oh, psych, it's been tributed. Pretty good stuff, right? Maybe in Mirror Match you can try it out, see what you like. Let me know what you guys think of it. I was trying this card. I liked it for Slip Rider. Obviously, tributing 2 is a little bit more difficult unless you go like E-Tally or like Jurigato. But I've also seen Kaiser Coliseum, which wasn't a bad idea, because I was like, well, like, if you have this card out, which basically says like you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh, you get out this, it's like you super can't play Yu-Gi-Oh. But I didn't really like it too much, just because the deck it's oriented around OTK anyways. It doesn't hurt you at all. But yeah, next up, Mirror Force. I kind of like this card in Mirror Match also because like when you both have Dark Destroy out, you can't target each other because like it can't be targeted. So then you end up crashing. But like it really helps out during the Mirror Match because if you go ahead, let's say there's double Dark Destroy out on board because I played Mirror Match for so long in this because everyone's like trying out the deck. So if they go ahead and they want to try to push for game, maybe they're gonna go ahead and they Dark Destroyer into your Dark Destroyer. And then they want to like E-Tele to do like a more extensive combo. If you Mirror Force them, it completely ruins them because then like what do they make after the Dark Destroyer? Their only option is really to go for Forerunner, Slip Ride, and maybe pop the back row that maybe doesn't exist because you already used the Mirror Force. But it can be good in Mirror Match, and I like it against Kozmos in general. Like it's an okay card. I know they can dodge, but if they dodge, then they summon whatever they summon, and then they get on another monster anyways. But in Mirror Match specifically, it's okay. Another great card I actually like is I guess it's called Fire Force in the OCG. I'm pretty sure it's called Blazing Mirror Force in the TCG, but I love this card in Kozmos because it's really cheesy. Because you can deal like 6,000 damage real easy in this deck, and then you set this card, and then you win. You don't really need it though. I don't really like it for being competitive. Like I said, I like it for being cheesy because you can do a bunch of damage. Then like, oh, I finally got over your Dark Destroyer. I'm gonna do something, and you're just like, okay, you take the last amount of damage, you lose. There's also Breakthrough Skill. There's not really too much that hurts this. But I also wanted to mention Skill Drain. Because Skill Drain in this deck doesn't really hurt too many things. Yeah, you lose the ability to pop. Yeah, you lose the ability to go for Dark Destroyer to pop also. But you get the effect to summon the cards out of the graveyard. You get the effect to tribute them and then summon another monster. So it definitely has its utility in the deck. Try it out. Let me know what you guys think of it. It's really good against Magispectors, but Magispectors are a joke anyways versus this deck. This deck completely destroys Magispectors. But I wanted to mention it here because I can only fit so many cards. Ring Destruction can be pretty good as well. But the problem that I had when I was playing like traps in general that were a little bit slower is that like your opponent would just make something that like you couldn't really deal with. But I think Vanity's Emptiness, and if I was to put like traps in this deck, like this helps out really easy. It makes the deck really easy to OTK because like you're already able to push for a bunch of damage. Try it out. I don't really feel like it's that necessary though. Like I said, this build is basically Jeff Jones's build, obviously with the new additions of some other things, and obviously we can't play Excited Knight. But if you're going to the YCS, obviously Exciton Knight, Excited Knight, play that card. It's a good card. And then when the future comes out, put 3 copies of this in every deck. This card is stupidly good. I think it's so unfair. It really is. But anyways, that's the deck profile. Let me know what you guys think. If you have any suggestions, we'd love to hear them in the comment section below. But thanks for watching, guys. Been your boy Will Smith, signing out.